My name's Natalie. I am IB graduate. I think spring 2017 is when I graduated. So it was basically like the second class that graduated with this degree. And I'm currently a HR manager for an e-commerce skincare brand here in Orlando.
Fantastic. Well, Natalie, thank you so much for joining us today. I love having conversations with you, connecting with you. And it's funny. So when you were going through the program, our program, Integrated Business, was still a baby. And,
Yep.
you know, we've had conversations offline. We are now the largest major in the College of Business. We have some of the highest job placement, some of the highest internship placement among the departments. And I'm really happy with the way that the culture of integrated business with the faculty and staff have kind of flourished. And it's the students. I mean, our students and graduates, alumni, and an alumnus like yourself make our success possible. So you're really the brand ambassadors of our program. And so thank you so much for being here today to talk about your role.
Thank you so much for having me. It's crazy to see how far we've come with this degree in such a short amount of time. So
I know no one would have ever imagined. So I'm pleasantly surprised
definitely
and
not.
happy about it. So my first question is, how did you get your start at where you're at now?
Okay, so that's kind of a long story. I'll try to keep it short, but in my last year at IB, I did do an internship with Orange County government in the HR department in their talent training and talent development area. So I did an internship with them for a full year and a half. In fact, I graduated and my internship got extended for another 6 months. And after that, I started looking for an entry-level HR role. And I was open to a lot of different things, anything from HR assistant to office management, executive assistant type roles, because a lot of those admin roles do have responsibilities that overlap with HR. So I was open to any of that. And then I found a job posting for Instant Natural, and it was like the perfect fit for me. It was an HR entry-level coordinator role / office manager. I interviewed, felt like the culture was going to be amazing. It was a different industry, of course. It was a different environment. It was a startup environment. So I had never had that experience, and I interviewed, felt like it was the right fit. In fact, I declined another offer without this offer,
Wow.
which is crazy.
Wow.
I recommend that.
Yeah.
But it was meant to be. And then I got the call about 3 or 4 days later after I declined the other offer. And I'm so thankful that I got the call because it's been great. After a year with Instant Natural, I got a promotion to HR generalist. And then just this past May, I became the HR manager at Instant Natural. And I am with my VP across all of our founders' brands, which is at any time, he has 2 to 3 different companies that he's starting up.
Wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations on your recent promotion.
Thank you.
I can't say that I'm surprised. I mean, you're such a rock star. So
Thank you. Thank you.
could you talk a little bit about your training in the IB program? We emphasize soft skills mostly, while also teaching our students hard skills. How did your training in integrated business help prepare you for what you do on a day-to-day basis?
That is such a great question. I truly think the biggest takeaway that I had from IB is definitely, as silly as it sounds, those team projects that we have semester long.
Yeah.
I know that we always listen to you guys saying that is the real world, but you don't see it until you're actually in it. And just having to work with different personalities, having to work with people that communicate differently from you, having to work with people that have different goals from you, really taught me to develop my communication skills, problem solving skills, and learning to overcome hurdles as you go along through having conversations one-on-one and figuring out what the best way to approach different situations is. Just having to be in a team environment on a normal basis with all of the classes was amazing in my day-to-day now. Being in HR, that's a lot of what we do. So
sure,
just being able to know those cues and learn what people say may not always be what they mean is definitely important in my role, for sure.
I know it's such a struggle with our current student body. I mean, teamwork is one of the most challenging, but yet one of the most rewarding things that we can expose our students to, because as you said, life after your academic career is all about teamwork. I'm so glad that you said that. And I really want our current students to really hear that message that yes, it may be challenging going through teams in all 8 of your IB classes.
Yep.
And we understand that some of those experiences are more pleasant than others, but really the takeaway is, how can you manage and motivate these relationships when you're dealing with people that have different values, that have different expectations, that, want different things? I mean, that's reality. That's
Yep.
truly a great education just in and that of itself. So could you talk a little bit about current hiring opportunities or internship opportunities that your organization is offering for students right now?
Yeah, so we are definitely growing a lot with all of our founders' businesses. We're looking for a little bit of everything at the moment. Anything from interns in social media, digital marketing, supply chain. We have entry-level supply chain and accounting roles right now. And for us, it's a lot about the cultural fit.
And am I correct in assuming that your organization is on Nightline right now with some of those open positions?
Yes, we're on Nightline, we're on Handshake, also on LinkedIn, as well as if you go to our website, we have a career section that lists all of those roles as well. And we'll also
Fantastic.
be at the internship fair as well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Nathalie, thank you so much for taking the time out today. I always love talking with you and seeing you, and it's so great to hear that you're flourishing and doing so well, and that life after IB is fantastic. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the next IB Alumni Networking event.